Literally, our thoughts and prayers are with them. This is a hard situation for a lot of people here and across the state. That's number one. Number two, we have top-notch people working on it, from local officials, TEMA, and then again, we've been assured that we'll get all the federal help that we need to make those repairs.
I've heard lots of personal stories of tragedies. Obviously lots of news accounts, but just one-on-one accounts of tragedy. Our hearts go out to the families who've been affected.
You know, it was back to back to back, so to speak. We got to the fourth, the fifth, the sixth wave of these storms. We were stretched to the maximum, and you know, when is it going to stop?
I appreciate Governor Haslam for declaring the state of emergency yesterday, which allowed the local governments to do the same thing, and that, of course, goes to the White House.
We want those families to know that the whole state feels for them.
And my mom's friend.
Okay.
We went to check on her right after we left, it hit.
Really?
When they left, it hit.
Yeah, they just happened to leave and go check on somebody else. Thank the Lord.
Good thing you had a good heart to go check on somebody else.
The governor's office and senator's office immediately contacted myself locally and offered all the resources to Hamilton County. We really are grateful for that. We look forward to working with them as we go through this process over the next week or so out into the future.
So our hearts go out to all the people of the Chattanooga region, and we will rebuild.
We're here to let the folks of Hamilton County, really the entire surrounding area, we had a chance to see a lot of the damage, and it really is horrific, the impact that it's made.
We're hit especially hard over in Bledsoe County, had 4 fatalities. We had a fatality in Sequatchie County and Franklin County as well. And our hearts certainly go out to these folks, and I just want you all to know that we are fully committed as a delegation in Tennessee to do everything we can.
Governor, you should be proud of this guy. He went around and pulled people out of houses.
Did you really?
Yeah, like me and a couple other guys did, yeah. So it was pulled several people
you just
out.
Found houses?
Yeah, we looked for houses. I mean, there was a couple trailers in a house here, but there was nothing to look through there. We tried, but it was gone. We went down once, helped some people out, got some people out of the houses that was casting. So, but we appreciate it. Thank you.
Everything gets to see that. The encouraging thing is how many people jump in to help, whether it be chainsaws right at the time or delivering, clothes and water. So that's the encouraging part. The response of the local personnel has been incredible here in Greene County and really across the state.
I've seen too much tragedy these last couple of days to even begin to pretend that I could possibly absorb what these losses mean to the communities. I've just seen too much.
But this is almost beyond comprehension. I've tried to describe the devastation to people, but until you see it, put it in real human terms, it's very hard to explain.
Having unfortunately been here last year for the floods and now back here in East Tennessee for these tornadoes, I can tell you that Tennessee as a volunteer state is not a slogan. It's real, because everywhere I go, it's the volunteers that make a difference.
Were you able to save much out of the wreckage?
Could I call
the house?
Call you back.
Really? So everything you have is stuff that people dropped off here? All the bags of clothes and water? This is a real serious issue. Some of the same common sense things apply. I mean, don't drive through high water. There will be high water as a result of this that apply in any flooding event. But like I said, this is not just a lot of engineers talking about a big event. This really is, the flood is of that kind of proportion. From the state standpoint, we stand ready to help in any way we can. We've been in direct contact with FEMA, both on the ground here and with the Director of FEMA in Washington, Craig Fugate. FEMA and General Basham and his group are on top of the situation. General Haston is ready with his team to respond. This is flooding of historic proportions. Everybody keeps talking about the flood of 1937 and being back to that level.
Everyone here is in a county, and you've got a county mayor, you've got county emergency management, and people need to pay attention to what they're telling them, because they're going to tell them the right stuff to do.
We are prepared to respond as quickly as possible, both in response and in relief after the floodwaters recede.